So hi guys, so we're already done with the installation. Now we're going to run the Docker container. So we're going to take this and we're going to run it. Since I already have like a Docker image, I already used this machine to use another Docker image, and I have a container. I'm going to change the name and run it. And voila, we are inside the sandbox environment. So what Docker does is that it creates some kind of a container for you, a sandbox environment, with all the libraries installed. So everything is here. You can run your code with all the dependent libraries inside the sandbox environment. So it saves you, and all the libraries are provided in the Docker file that is given here. Like this has all the Docker file. This one's for CPU. If you go one directory back, there is another one for GPU, just in case you guys are running it in GPU. So Docker creates that environment for you. So many of the previous steps, since all the libraries are there in the file, like in the previous installation, all these steps can be skipped. You don't need to do all that because the Docker file takes care of all that. So yeah, this is that's one of the convenience. So most of the steps can be skipped. Now now pretty much the rest of the execution would be similar to what we already did here, like git cloning and everything. So I'll just repeat that in this video since we're doing an end-to-end tutorial. So I'm gonna get that, and after this I'll have to set up the TensorFlow in my local machine. So let me get back to that. So it's right here, yeah. So once I get the code, I go to the TensorFlow and I do a configure. Great, that is that. You can give mlock, you can give yes for that. Most of the libraries you don't need. By giving the Python path and by setting the rest of them to no, you can actually get away with it in a CPU. In GPU, you might need some of these libraries. For a normal execution of end-to-end, I won't need most of it, so I'm going to give no for most of that and proceed with the rest of the steps. So that's done. Now I have to build it. So this building might take some time. I'm going to build it from the root, so everything will be built. I'm going to go one step back and build it. So it's going to build everything from the root. So this might take a while. So I'm going to pause the video till it finishes. So, oh, sorry, there needs to be 3 dots. My fault. Yes, now it's started building. So this might take like 20 minutes or so. So let that get compiled. Till then, I'm going to pause the video. Or I don't know, in YouTube maybe you can fast forward it. Maybe that's an option, but I'm not good at video editing. So I'm going to pause it for some time. And then once it is done, I'm going to proceed with the rest. Cool, so I'm going to pause this till the installation gets over. Hi guys, we're back. We're done with the recording. Now the next step would be to run an inception model on your local machine. So the inception models the weight files are already uploaded to Google for you. So we're going to use these weight files, convert them to saved model files. So this, like I already mentioned in the architecture, we need a saved model file and the Python client file. The saved model file is made from the checkpoint file that you get right after training your models, right? So right after you get the trained model, you can use the saved model file to convert the checkpoint file to the saved model file. So the trained checkpoint files for the inception model are already uploaded for you by Google in this directory. We can like get that and use that for our purpose. So I'm gonna get that model. So I'm downloading that. Once that is downloaded, now I'm gonna unzip the file. So the weight file is now downloaded. I can check with the ls command. It's already downloaded for me. Great. Now I need to convert the checkpoint file into an inception, like into a saved model file, and it would be stored in this directory. So this saved model file, you can like look at the saved model file. There is a sample one given here. The saved model file is here. If I go one step back, you will get the two files that is required. Something happened, sorry. Oh, GitHub is showing me issues. Let me see. Examples. Great. So these two are the files, the inception client file and the saved model file. If you give these two files, we can deploy the models for you. This file and the saved model file after conversion. We can deploy the models for you. So that's how you go about it. So let's just run this. Well, that is getting run. So that will pretty much convert the checkpoint file to the saved model file. It's exporting to that directory. Great. Great, now it's done. Now, since the exporting is done, we will just get out of the sandbox for TensorFlow serving, and we will just commit all the changes that we made so far. So we will do Control P, Control Q. That's how you get out of the sandbox. It's given in the instructions right here. Do that, and you do a Docker commit. Permission denied. Let me try this sudo. That should work. Sometimes you just need the admin permissions. Once that's committed, it's going to take a while. It's taking some time. We'll just wait it out. After that, you need to stop the inception container. I think I gave a different number here. Let me just check that. I think it was something like... Let me move myself to that spot. Inception container 5, that's the number that I gave. Okay, so I'll just stop that. Okay, let that get committed. It's taking a little longer than I expected, but that's okay. We'll just wait it out. Or I might just pause this video if it's taking too long. Yeah, I guess it's taking some time, so I'm going to pause the video for some time and get back to you once it's done. Cool, I'll just pause it for some time. I'll see you guys soon. Hi guys, so our commit is done. It's pretty much done. Right now we're going to, next step would be to run it. Stop the container and just run the serving. Again, we need sudo, that's fine. We stopped that, and now we need to run the serving. Oh, I'm sorry, I apologize again. I guess we need sudo for everything. This is what happens when you use an AWS virtual machine. Now, let me just clear the screen. Next step will be to go inside the serving and run the TensorFlow serving, a TensorFlow service. So this is the serving core. It would run and it would upload your, so what it would do is I would run the server in this port number. It would listen to this port number. It would upload this model under this name. So this is where we saved the saved model file, like in the previous section. Like when we did the save model, this is the location that we saved it in the temp directory. So this will pretty much run it and upload it to memory. So if you go back to the architecture here, what is happening is that this is running and this is getting the saved model file and uploading it to the memory. So let's just run that. This guy over here. I'll do it in the background after showing you guys how the, so it's running on this port, and it's like listening on that port for any images that is coming in, so on and so forth, and it would do the inference. So I'm gonna kill that. I'm gonna run it in the background because I don't want to open another window and everything. So let me just run it in the background. It's running there. Great. Now I need to recognize a picture. All right, let's look at the picture of a cat, right? So cat pictures. All right, so image. Actually, copy image address, wget. Let's do this. Yes, I got the picture of a cat. Now, let's just try to recognize a picture of a cat, see whether it works. I got that. Right, this step. So I need to recognize a picture of my cat image. So that image I need to give. So what was the cat image? It was this guy over here. All right, let's see whether it recognizes it. Enter. So it did recognize it. Tiger cat, tabby cat, so Egyptian cat. So the one with the lower probabilities were tiger or, but it did get the first couple of them right, so we're good. That's pretty much how you run TensorFlow serving using Docker. If you have any questions at all, just mail us at dev@simpleintelligence.com. That is dev@simpleintelligence.com. We'll answer it as quickly as we can. Thank you guys for listening. I'll try to, attach all the videos together and post it online so that it would be useful for you guys. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.